Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's that time again. Our Through the Mail TTM returns. We have 3 today. Let's see who we got. We have a couple that these are the longest returns I've ever waited for. I'm so glad we got this first one back. I thought this one was a goner. But this one was 195 days, 2 of 2. It was $5 each. So happy to get this one back from Mobile, Alabama. Let's see. So awesome. All right, so I got a little bent there, but it's all right. All right. So this player's life always involved sports. There were baseball and football games in the streets and vacant lots of Mobile. The odd arrangement of some of those street games led to him batting right-handed while throwing left-handed. According to him, this is how it happened. And I quote, "There was this one field that we put some old shirts down for bases. Behind right field, there was this little creek. And behind left field, well, man, it just went on and on for miles. We played our games there, and after a couple of games, I had lost 4 or 5 balls when I hit them left-handed into the water. We didn't have too many real baseballs, so when the other guys came to me and said, 'You better stop doing that or we ain't got no more baseballs here,' I just turned around. That's how I became a right-handed hitter. I just wanted to save those balls," end quote. Athletic success at County High followed this player, where he teamed with the late great Tommy Agee in both baseball and football. He would be reunited with his high school friend from Mobile in 1967 when Agee was traded to the Mets by the Chicago White Sox, along with Al Weiss, for Tommy Davis, Jack Fisher, Billy Wynn, and Buddy Booker. Too bad for those latter players, huh? They missed out. And the late great Casey Stengel once was quoted as saying that man would walk on the moon before the Mets would win the pennant. On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. Less than 3 months later, on October 16th, 1969, both Agee and his high school friend, and if you haven't guessed by now, the great Cleon Jones, would help lead the Mets to becoming world champions and celebrating in the outfield together. A little fun fact, Cleon Jones married his wife Angela, who happens to be a second cousin to Hall of Famer Billy Williams. There he is on the 1972 Topps card. That's awesome. That came out great. So happy to get that back. And there he is on the photo. Very cool. Got a little bent in the mail, but that's fine. So glad to get the photo back. That's great. I was hoping to have him with the 69 returns that I did, but I had written this one off. So I'm definitely happy that... oh, I'm so happy that came back. I'm ecstatic. So, Mr. Jones, thank you very much for signing the return. I hope you are well. It is very much appreciated. And so, my chance if you're watching, have a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right. Our next return. Another great return. Excited to get this one back. This was a 2 of 2. No fee. He does limit to 2 cards. And this was 43 days from Seattle, Washington. And this next player actually bested Cleon Jones' single-season Mets record batting average of .340 for a season. In 1998, he batted .354, finishing second on the season to Hall of Famer Larry Walker for the MLB lead that season. It is still a Mets single-season record to date. This player would be a part of one of the best defensive infields in the latter part of the 90s, teaming with Robin Ventura, Ray Ordonez, and Edgardo Alfonso. Oh, good times. He was actually drafted out of high school by the New York Mets in the 27th round of the 1986 MLB draft, but decided instead to attend college at Washington State University. Following in his father's footsteps, he played under coach Chuck Bobo Brayton. His father would go on to become a doctor while playing in the minor leagues. While at WSU, this player as a sophomore in 1988 had arguably the best season all time for a two-way college baseball player. As a pitcher, he went 15-0 with a 2.49 ERA over 122 and 2/3 innings. He recorded 113 strikeouts and just 39 walks. At the plate, he batted .464 with 23 home runs and 81 RBIs. He was the first player in college baseball history to win 15 games as a pitcher and hit 20 home runs in the same season. He would go on to play for 5 MLB teams, becoming a 2-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion with the Toronto Blue Jays, a 3-time Gold Glove winner, and winning a batting title in 1993. He's probably better known for wearing a helmet in the field due to a brain aneurysm he suffered in college. This player is, as I'm sure everyone has guessed, Mr. John Olerud. There he is on the 90 score. That came out great. That's very cool. And at some point I'll have to send it in because I didn't get any Mets cards signed. But there he is on the 90 Donruss. That came out great. Very cool, very awesome. Mr. Olerud, thank you so much for taking the time to sign. We appreciate it. And like I said, my son and I, we've been writing letters, so he's been helping out. We definitely appreciate this return. Wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy, healthy New Year and Happy Holidays. All right, our last return. All right. This one is a 3 of 3. This was free. And this is one of those that I didn't think was going to come back either. This is officially the longest return I have had to wait for. This was 202 days. And this comes from LA, California. All right, so next up, this pitcher notched his first career MLB win on Sunday, May 30th, 1982. There were actually 21,632 fans in attendance at Baltimore's Memorial Stadium to see the Orioles lose 6-0 to the Toronto Blue Jays. They didn't know it, but the fans were witnessing something special. Oh, and it was also the first game of Cal Ripken Jr.'s 2,632nd consecutive game streak. It would take 13 years before this right-hander realized the greater significance of the day. And according to him, he said, "I was not even aware of it until spring training of 1995. He said 35 years later. "I was playing for the LA Dodgers against the Blue Jays, and I was talking to Paul Molitor in the outfield. He was with the Blue Jays at the time. Paul looked over at me and goes, 'You're blank.' I won't say the player's name yet. See if you guys can guess it. I said, 'Yes.' And he goes, 'You realize that your first win was the day that Cal Ripken started the streak.' And I did not realize that. So here we are 13 years later. So it was totally crazy," he said. The game was much less memorable for Ripken. Obviously, at the time of the game, according to Ripken, I had no idea that I wouldn't miss another game according to him. I know that we lost 6-0 to Toronto, and I went 0-2 with a walk. So not very memorable. Somebody told me when the streak started there were 26 major league teams, and when it ended, there were 30. I thought that was pretty cool, according to Cal. This pitcher was out walking his baby in the neighborhood one day. When he got back home, his wife said to him, "Hey, I just got a call from the Orioles, and they were asking if you would be willing to give up the ball from your first major league win to be there for the celebration with Cal breaking the record." This player was like, "Are you kidding me?" And she was like, "I feel the same way. We both were just so unbelievably excited to be part of. This is baseball history. Jeez." And I felt like to give up the ball, it was like the little drummer boy playing the drums for baby Jesus, according to this pitcher. Pretty fitting for this time of the year, actually. So with no trepidation, he confirmed he'd participate and gift the ball to the future Hall of Famer, one of the few trinkets he had from his first career win. During the post-game ceremony, Ripken was reluctant to accept the gift. He was like, "I can't take this from you," Ripken said. We had a little banter on the field, according to this pitcher, and he was like, Ripken was like, "I can't take this." And the pitcher said, "Oh man, you got to." I appreciate him saying that because he knows how significant these things are. I don't think he realized how much all ball players are honored with what he had just done. For me, it felt like I was giving the gift for every other baseball player. Just to say thank you for being such a great example for all of us. And that was according to this pitcher that I just got back. And the ball is Ripken's lone memento from that game. According to Ripken, that was really special. Ripken said of him offering the ball. Knowing that it was his first win and him coming to the record-breaking game to present it to me meant a great deal. At first, I didn't want to take it from him, but he really wanted me to have it, and I am grateful for it. I still have it in my personal collection. I don't have anything else from that first game, so having the ball from him is very special to me. This is a very awesome player in person. Very cool story. It was an awesome story. And this person is none other than, there he is, Mr. Jim Gott. There he is on the 89 score, 88 score, and the 90 flare. I have them all with the Pirates. I'll have to see if I can send that again to him. And there's some of the teams he played for. And there it is, the Blue Jays. There's his first year in 82. 5-10 that season. Recorded 34 saves in 88. Nice. Awesome year. Fantastic. Great story. Thank you so much, Mr. Gott, for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year to you and your family. Happy holidays. And the same to everyone out there. Happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And hopefully I could squeeze in some more returns, some videos. I know I have some more returns to show. So there we have it. Special thank you to Mr. Cleon Jones, Mr. John Olerud, and Mr. Jim Gott. And to everyone out there, thanks as always for watching. I definitely appreciate it. And go ahead and please like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to hit that bell. I really appreciate it. Take care and be well, everyone.